Yo, what's up world? It's your boy Philochko here, and today we're going to have another lesson on American English versus Russian. But on this episode, this is kind of going to be more like America versus Russia when it comes to our foods and recommendations I will make to you if you happen to visit Moscow or you happen to visit New York City or anywhere in America or anywhere in Russia. So let's get to it so you can see what I mean. First off, one of the first things people wanted me to try when I came here to Russia was Shashlik. Now what is Shashlik? Well, Shashlik is basically a big shish kebab, but it comes on this really big long metal pole. Like, it looks like a sword almost, like you're gonna kill somebody. You know, when I first saw the guy say he was going to make shashlik and he pulled out this metal rod, I was like, whoa, are you going to make shashlik of me or are you going to make shashlik for me? You know, there's a huge difference between the two. But it is very tasty, and it is common that they make this shashlik at a place that they go called the dacha, where they go to relax and then they do banya and all of that stuff. Banya is basically a steam room, and shashlik is very, very common. But something I want people to try, if you like shashlik or if you go to New York City and you want to try something, you should definitely try lamb over rice. Lamb over rice. I'm telling you, in New York City, this is very common. First of all, it is halal food, and halal food is basically I think it's Islamic food. But this halal food, you can see them set up like everywhere all over New York City. They have like carts and stuff and they just sell the halal food. Don't worry, the food is very clean. We eat it all the time. We don't get sick. It is very good to try. But this is the kind of food that is very common for New Yorkers to get like 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning right after partying, because these guys never go home on Fridays or Saturdays. They're there all day, all night, and it is awesome. You definitely want to try some lamb over rice. Now for the next thing that I've had in Russia, this is one of their chocolate candies, and this is a very popular chocolate candy here in Russia, and that is called Alyonka. And Alyonka's closest equivalent is basically like a Hershey's bar, sort of. But this is very tasty. Now, Alyonka has a little like baby on it, and I guess the baby's name is Alyonka. And it's very common in Russia, but they do not sell it in New York City unless you go to one neighborhood called Brighton Beach. And this one neighborhood called Brighton Beach in Brooklyn, which is in New York City, they sell Alyonka. And I'm sure it's probably around the same price as here in Russia, maybe a little more expensive, but I buy them all the time. They even have a Ukrainian version of the Alyonka that you can buy as well. But if you plan on going to New York City and you've never been there before and you want to try something new, a new chocolate, you have to try Reese's peanut butter cups. First of all, it is hard to even find peanut butter in Moscow. It is so hard for me to find peanut butter in Moscow. If anyone knows a store in Moscow where they always sell peanut butter, please tell me, because it is very hard for me to find it here. But anyway, Reese's peanut butter cups is basically chocolate and peanut butter. And there's many ways to eat this Reese's peanut butter cup, because the little cup has a little part in the middle that you can poke out a hole in it, and you can eat it like that, or there's many ways to eat it. You can look up commercials. It is very interesting. But I advise you to try Reese's peanut butter cups, because I do not think they have those at all in Russia. And next and last thing I'm going to teach about our little cultural differences. This one is about kvass. Now in Russia, what is kvass? Kvass is basically a real common drink that people sell a lot on the streets. You know, like they are on the street set up. It's a little marketplace, and they sell it in stores as well. It's probably one of the most common drinks in Russia. It tastes a little bit like beer, but I don't think there's alcohol in it. And if there is alcohol in it, it's very, very, very little. But it tastes a little similar to beer and a lot of bread. It's hard to explain, but you should definitely try kvass because it's common and it's cheap. But I'm sure every Russian has tried some kvass in their lifetime. But what we have in America that you don't have here in Russia, because I'm in Russia now, is Arizona iced tea. Arizona iced teas are very common. They are very cheap. You can get a good size of Arizona iced tea for very cheap, and it tastes really good. It's becoming like the national favorite drink to have an Arizona iced tea. If you only have $1 in your pocket, you will not be thirsty anymore, because that is all the big Arizona iced tea costs when it's in the, I believe it's a 16 ounce or 24 ounce can of Arizona iced tea. So there you go. What did we learn today? We learned about shashlik, we learned about lamb over rice, We learned about Reese's peanut butter cups. We learned about Alonka. We learned about Vass. And we learned about the Arizona iced tea. So whether you're going to be in America or you're going to be in Moscow, you know something to try now because of me. And so, guess what? That's the end of the episode for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you learned new stuff. Be sure to add me, vk.com/Philochko. That's me. And subscribe to my YouTube page to see all my videos. And if you feel I've forgotten anything that was really important to mention about Russian food, hey, just let me know. I'll include it in my next America versus Russian episode. And that's basically it. I'm out. Later.